Hyperfocus in ADHD is kind of wild. And one of the things that often happens when we get really caught in it is that we stop making good decisions often, and we sometimes don't realize that there are things that we can do to pull ourselves away. It's almost the nature of it. We're so in whatever we're doing that it doesn't occur to us that there might be other ways, other approaches, other things that we could do to manage ourselves. Now, I'll give you an example from my day today and the last little while. I've been developing some like multiple choice questions, like writing the questions for a course that I've been putting together. And trying to get all the language, it's very pedantic, and trying to get it just right. Sometimes it's quite easy for me lately, especially that I'm fairly tired, to get quite honed in and stuck on one question and again, just try this, try that. Is that better? Is this worse? And I've got strategies and timers and all sorts of things to help me keep moving along, but it's still very easy to just get stuck. And the willpower that it takes for me to pull myself away, even when I'm medicated, is fairly high. Like, the process of constantly getting myself unstuck is tiring. Almost. Well, no, not almost, it is. Now, something that I've been experiencing, which is just kind of almost funny to me at this stage, is that when I'm in that little small loop, this isn't like a big loop, this gigantic, like trying to work out how to structure an essay, and I just can't stop, it's this whole huge thing. It's like this tiny little small thing that I zoom right in on. And I'm just trying to go, is this word better than this word? What about this? If I change that? Tiny things, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that don't really matter that much. But I need to find something that's just good enough, and then I can move on, but nothing I seem to do is quite right. My temptation and my inclination is to just keep persevering, and it's hard for me to not do that. Today, repeatedly, I've gotten to that point, and then I have remembered, or even been prompted by the people that I'm working with that are helping me with this, to just go into the other room. Have a glass of, like, not a big break, 30 seconds. Go out and go look at the sky and clear my mind, not go outside and look at the sky trying to think of the question the whole time. Go outside, look at the sky, go, yep, that's certainly blue. That's a cloud. Okay, where was I? And coming back to these things with a fresh pair of eyes, if that's the expression, it's suddenly really obvious. I go, I'll just do it like this, done. Now, I might have spent 10, 15, 20 minutes sometimes on trying to get one line right. I'm not particularly proud of that last one. Sometimes I've spent way too long. It's a bit frustrating. Anyway, moving on. It's been shocking to me how effective stepping away for the briefest moment has been. To then return and just go, and it's easy now, and type it in and move on. So the moral of this story, if there is one for you, potentially as someone who has ADHD, if you're watching this far, is twofold. Number one, of course, the power of just walking away and coming back with a different lens. You will be shocked at how quickly you can just see a different solution to a problem that you might have just been banging your head against for a long time. It might be really effective. And if in whatever you're doing, you're getting stuck a lot, well, you should be trying this one more, because whatever you're doing hasn't been working. Number two, the reminder that there are things that can help, and sometimes in those moments, we might not realize that they exist. We might not realize that they're available to be accessed. And that's where we need systems, we need interventions, we need things to remind us. Maybe that's people, alarms, timers, they're the best because they intrude upon us. They go, hey, Jack, remember this, do this thing, and shake me. And I go, oh yeah, right. Generally, things that intrude upon our consciousness are the most useful, especially when we have ADHD, where we may be dealing with hyperfocus or a fly flying at us. Love it. Love Australia. Find the point. Yes, they must intrude upon our consciousness. Because if they don't, if it's, for example, a post-it note or something that tells me, remember to take a break, yeah, that's awesome, when I look at it, and that's not when I need it. Because if I'm stuck in this, whatever's written on this note over here, it doesn't matter. It could be the answer to the question, the perfect way to write it. I'm not going to notice. I'm here. Unless this post-it note flies off and hits me in the face, then I'll go, oh yeah, and it'll pull me out. Then I can notice the other info. But without that, yeah. The reminders, the systems that we might need just to do what we need, the things that will help us, they must intrude upon our consciousness or we won't remember to do them, generally speaking. Hashtag just ADHD things. I hope that this was useful. If you made it this far into the video, I can only presume that there was something that was doing something for you. So thank you. Thank you for sticking around as always. And I post a new video every single day. So if you want to hang out tomorrow, see what I might talk about then, hit subscribe. And that way, I can see you and you can see me in the next video. Thank you for your time. See you then.